Guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you are all doing well and great. So guys, today I'm sharing this new topic is 11 top cloud security threats in USA. So I started the video without wasting any time. Yeah, 11 top cloud security threats. More data and applications are moving. Info security challenges. Here are the pandemic 11, the top security threats organization face when using cloud service. Identity the access issues top the list of concern of IT pros in the Cloud Security Alliance annual top threats to cloud computing. The pandemic 11 report released earlier this month. Breaches and data loss were the top concerns last year, says CSA Global Wins President of Research John Yo. This year, we are not even in the top 11. What that tells me in the cloud customer is getting a lot smarter. Yo continues. They are getting away from worrying about the end results. Data breach or loss is an end result and looking at the causes of those result data access misconfiguration, insecure application, and taking control of them. That trend is indicative of cloud service providers CSP as doing a better job of upholding their end of the shared responsibility model, where the CSP is responsible for protecting its infrastructure while the cloud users is on the hook for protecting the data applications and assets in their cloud environment, says Corey O'Connor, director of products at To Control, a provider of automated SaaS security. This puts more pressure on the organization consuming the service, and attackers naturally place a much bigger focus on them. He says this finding supports the narrative of organization consuming cloud service needing to do everything they can do mitigate the risk of security events and data breaches. They need to do more to upload their end of the model. CSA's top cloud security threat. Here are the pandemic 11 in order of importance. Number 1. Insufficient identity cardinal access and key management. Concerns about identity and access are foremost in the mind of cybersecurity pros. According to the CSA report, access is at the top of the list this year because protecting your data starts and ends with SSAU. Forrester, Vice President and Principal analyst Andras Research agreed identity and access in our CSP as platforms are everything. He says if you have the key to the kingdom, you can't just enter it but reconfigure it. A major threat to operational stability and security of any organization. Attackers no longer try to brute force their way into enterprise infrastructure, as Hank Shashles, a senior manager for security solutions at Lookout, a provider of mobile phishing solution with so many ways to compromise and steal corporate credentials. The preferred tactic is to pose as a legitimate user in order to avoid detection. As more organizations migrate their applications to the cloud, identity management continue to be a hot button issue. Tushar Thambe, Vice President of Product Development for Data Protection Solution at Intrust, a digital security and coordinator issues company, With many companies still working remotely as well, IT teams have to verify the identities of employees working from anywhere at any time on any device, he says. Additionally, businesses are engaged with customers and partners in the cloud. Tambe adds that key management needs to be prioritized to strong key management can keep data secure and help ensure that trusted parties only have access to data that is absolutely necessary, he says. Unfortunately, securing data through encryption can often cause a bit of a key management headache due to the growing number of key. Identity management is also entirely on the user to manage properly, says Daniel Kennedy, Research Director for Information Security and Networking at the 451 Research. The cloud providers provide help, but the flexibility of cloud platforms come with a requirements to effectively manage user and system access and privileges, he says. It's one of the primary responsibilities of the enterprise leveraging cloud in a shared responsibility model and thus figures prominently in their assessment of risk. Key takeaway about access and identity management identified in the report. Cloud hardened defense at the core of enterprise architecture have shifted hacking to endpoint user identity as low-hanging fruit. Discrete user and application-based isolation is required to achieve a robust zero trust layer beyond simple authentication. Advanced tools are only part of the story, such as cloud infrastructure, entitlement management, operation policies, and structure risk model are also vital. Trust is more than giving keys and codes, it's earned. User objects must be given risk scores that dynamically adjust as the business requires. The second is insecure interfaces and APIs. APIs and similar interfaces potentially include vulnerabilities due to misconfiguration, coding vulnerabilities, are or a lack of authentication and authorization among other things. The report stated these oversight can potentially leave them vulnerable to malicious activity. It added that organizations face a challenging task in managing and securing APIs. For example, the velocity of cloud development is great. Accelerated processes that took days or weeks using traditional method can be completed in seconds or minute in the cloud. Cloud providers also adds complexity. It continues as each provider has unique capabilities that are enhanced and expanded almost daily. This dynamic environment requires an angle and proactive approach to change control and remediation that many companies have not mastered. Key takeaway about IPIS include the attack surface provided by APIS should be tracked, configured, and secure. Traditional control and change management policies and approaches need to be updated to keep pace with cloud-based API growth and change. Companies should embrace automation and employ technologies that monitor continuously for anomalous API traffic and remediate problems in near real time. Number three is misconfiguration and inadequate change control. Misconfiguration are the incorrect or suboptimal setup of computing assets that may leave them vulnerable to united damage or external and internal malicious activity. The report explained lack of system knowledge or understanding of security setting in and nefarious intention can result in misconfiguration. A serious problem with misconfiguration errors is they can be magnified by the cloud. One of the biggest advantage of the cloud is its scalability and the way it enables you to create interconnected service for smoother workflow. Sachs say, however, this also means that one misconfiguration can have magnified ramifications across multiple systems. Number 4 is lack of cloud security, architecture, and strategy. The fast pace of change and the prevalent decentralized self-service approach to cloud infrastructure administration hinder the ability to account for technical and business consideration and conscious design. The report notes, however, it added security consideration and risk must not be ignored if cloud vendors are to be successful and safe. These problems can compounded when multiple cloud providers are involved. Leveraging cloud providers is certainly to no longer novel, but the security product space continues to emerge and evolve around the cloud. Kennedy says, as is example, early on we saw cloud workload security emerge as an approach to provide common third-party security function. Most security folks looking for after cloud security must consider what mix of default controls from the cloud provider, premium control from the same, and what third-party security product offering address their specific risk profile. And sometimes that profile is different at the application level. It introduces a lot of complexity in the faces of emerging threats. Kennedy adds. Number 5 is insecure software development. While the cloud can be a powerful environment for developers, organizations need to make sure developers understand how to share responsibility model affect the security of their software. For example, a vulnerability in Kubernetes could be the responsibility of a CSP, while an error in a web application using cloud native technologies could be the responsibility of the developers to fix. Key takeaway to keep in mind about insecure software in software development include using cloud technology prevents reinventing exciting solution, allowing developers to focus on issues unique to the business. Number 6 is unsecured third party resource. According to the CSA report, third party risk exist in every product and service we consume. It noted that because of product or service is a sum of all the other product and services using an exploit can start it at any point in the supply chain for the product and proliferate from there. Threat actors know they only need to compromise the weakest link in a supply chain to spread their malicious software, oftentimes using the same vehicle developers used to scale their software. So guys, I hope you like my video. If you like my video, please subscribe my channel and stay connected. Bye.